Hello and welcome to Everyday English. My name is Ong, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to talk about yourself in English in a simple, clear, and natural way. Many English learners feel nervous when someone asks, "Can you tell me about yourself?" But don't worry, today, I'll make it easy for you. To help you understand better, I'm going to use my own story as an example. I'll talk about my name, where I'm from, my family, my daily routine, my hobbies, my job, and my dreams. All in easy English. As you listen, try to repeat the sentences, take notes, and think about how you would talk about yourself. This is a great way to practice speaking and build confidence. Let's begin our journey of learning English together. Chapter 1: Basic Information. Hello, my name is Ong. I come from the beautiful country of Myanmar. I was born and raised there, and I'm proud to call it my home. Myanmar is a place full of culture, tradition, and kind people. I'm in my 20s now, and like many young people, I am still learning and growing every day. I work in the IT field. More specifically, I work as an IT help desk technician. My job is to help people solve problems with their computers, internet connections, and other technical issues. Sometimes I help check the network, fix errors, and find solutions to problems that stop people from doing their work. It can be a busy job, but I enjoy it because I like solving problems and learning new things. I also have a passion project that makes me very happy. I created a YouTube channel called Read and Learn English. This channel is special to me because I made it to help others improve their English in a fun and easy way. I believe that learning English can open many doors in life. More job opportunities, new friendships, and even travel. So I want to help others learn, just like I am learning every day. When I introduce myself, I keep it simple. For example, "Hi, my name is Ong. I'm from Myanmar. I work in IT, and I also have a YouTube channel where I help people learn English." It's a short and clear way to share who I am. And when someone hears this, they often ask more questions, which helps the conversation continue. It's important to know how to talk about basic information, especially when you're meeting someone new or having a conversation in English. People often ask, "What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? How old are you? What are you working on now?" You don't have to say too much. Just speak clearly and honestly. People will appreciate your effort, even if your English is not perfect. When someone asks me about my job, I smile and say, "I help people solve IT problems." I also love creating videos to teach English. This small introduction helps people know more about me. It also shows them that I have goals and that I care about helping others. Your basic information is like your first hello to the world. It's the first step in building connections and making friends. So it's good to practice saying these things in English until you feel comfortable. Remember, your story is important, even the simple details. Your name, your country, your job. They can be interesting and powerful when shared with honesty. So if someone asks you, "Can you tell me about yourself?" you can say, My name is Ong. I'm from Myanmar. I work in IT, and I love reading, learning, and sharing English with others. That's a strong and simple way to begin. Chapter 2: Family and Background. I live alone now, but my heart is always with my family. I come from a small village in Myanmar. Life in the village is very different from life in the city. It's quiet, peaceful, and simple. People in the village wake up early, work hard, and live close to nature. My family is made up of farmers. We grow rice, which is one of the most important foods in Myanmar. Since I was young, I have seen my parents working hard in the fields. My father wakes up before sunrise to check the crops. My mother takes care of the house and also helps in the fields. They are strong and kind people, and I have learned many life lessons from them. We also had jasmine plants at home. In the evening, the flowers would bloom, and their sweet smell would fill the air. I remember helping my parents pick the flowers after school. Many people who walked past our house at night would stop and smile because of the lovely smell. That memory is still fresh in my heart. I grew up with my brothers and sisters. We didn't have much, but we had each other. We played simple games, helped with chores, and ate meals together. In the village, we didn't have fast internet or big shopping malls, but we had love, tradition, and a strong bond with our neighbors. Our village is not yet developed. There is no road to the city, so it takes time to travel. But even with fewer facilities, the village gave me a strong start in life. It taught me how to be patient, how to respect others, and how to work hard. Now, I live far from my family because of my job. I work in the IT field in a different place, and I'm focused on building my career. But I often call my parents and talk to them. On holidays, I go back to visit them. When I see their smiles and eat my mother's home-cooked food, I feel happy and safe. Talking about your family and background is a great way to share your story in English. You can use simple sentences like, I live alone now, but I grew up in a village. My parents are farmers. I have brothers and sisters. We grew rice and jasmine plants. My village is peaceful but not developed. These sentences are easy to say and help others understand where you come from. Your background is not just about where you lived. It's also about the people who shaped your values, your habits, and your way of thinking. For me, my parents taught me the value of hard work and kindness. My village taught me the meaning of community. Now, as I live in a new place and work in a new field, I still carry those lessons with me. I'm proud of my roots. They remind me of who I am. So when you talk about yourself in English, don't forget to talk about your family and where you grew up. It shows your journey, tells others what made you who you are today. And remember, no matter where you live now, your background is always a part of your story. Chapter 3: Daily Routine. Every day, I follow a routine that helps me grow and stay focused. I try to make each day productive and meaningful. My daily routine is not very complicated, but it is important to me. It gives me structure and helps me move toward my goals. I usually wake up early in the morning. I open my eyes around 6:30 a.m. The room is quiet. The sun is just starting to rise. I take a moment to stretch and thank the day. Then, I get out of bed and go to the bathroom to wash my face and brush my teeth. The cold water wakes me up and helps me feel fresh. After that, I drink a glass of water. It's a small habit, but it helps me stay healthy. Next, I sit down to read. This is one of the most important parts of my day. I love reading books. They open my mind, teach me new things, and give me peace. I usually read for about 30 minutes. I enjoy books about personal growth, learning English, and sometimes stories that touch the heart. While reading, I often find ideas that help me in life or give me inspiration for my YouTube channel. After reading, I start writing. This is my second favorite activity. I write scripts for my YouTube channel, read and learn English. Writing is not always easy, but I enjoy it. I sit at my desk, open my laptop, and start typing. I think about what learners need, what will help them understand English better, and how to make it interesting. Sometimes I write about how to speak better English. Sometimes I share motivational stories. I want to make learning simple, meaningful, and fun. I usually write for an hour or two. While I write, I listen to soft music in the background. It helps me focus. Sometimes I pause and read what I've written out loud. This helps me hear how it sounds. I want every sentence to be clear and useful. I always imagine someone listening and learning. That thought makes me happy. After writing, I prepare for my main job. I work in IT help desk, so I help people solve problems with their computers and networks. Before I start, I review my schedule and check if there are any tickets or urgent issues to solve. I wear simple clothes and get ready for the day. My workday usually starts at 9 a.m. I log in, check the network status, and read any reports from the night shift. Then I begin my tasks. I help people who have trouble connecting to the internet. I fix errors in software. I guide them through steps to solve their problems. Sometimes, I need to explain things in a simple way, especially to those who don't understand technology. Patience is very important in this job. I enjoy my work. It's not just about fixing problems. It's also about helping people feel confident when using technology. When someone says, "Thank you, it's working now," I feel proud. I know I've made their day easier. That gives my job meaning. Between tasks, I continue learning. Technology changes fast, so I need to stay updated. I watch short videos, read articles, and take notes. I always try to learn something new every day, maybe about networks, software, or security. This habit helps me grow in my IT career. During lunch, I take a short break. I usually eat something simple and healthy. Sometimes, I listen to an English podcast or a motivational speech while I eat. I believe every small moment is a chance to learn. In the afternoon, I continue my help desk work. Some days are very busy. The phone keeps ringing, the emails keep coming, but I stay calm and focus on one problem at a time. I ask questions, listen carefully, and try to understand what the real issue is. Some problems are easy, some take longer, but I never give up until I find a solution. My workday usually ends around 5:30 p.m. After that, I rest for a while. I lie down, close my eyes, or watch something light just to relax. Then I spend time doing something. Chapter 4. Hobbies and Interests. Everyone has something they enjoy doing in their free time. For me, hobbies are more than just fun activities. They help me relax, recharge, and feel happy. They are a part of who I am. They give me balance in life. When I finish my work or need a break from studying or solving IT problems, I always turn to the things I love. Reading and gaming. One of my biggest hobbies is reading. I really enjoy it. It's a peaceful and meaningful activity. When I open a book, I enter a new world. I can learn something new, feel different emotions, and even see life in a new way. Sometimes I read about English learning. I like books that help me understand grammar, vocabulary, and real-life conversations. These books help me become a better English speaker and writer. Other times, I read stories or motivational books. I love stories about people who never give up, who work hard and change their lives. These stories inspire me. They make me believe that with time and effort, anything is possible. Reading also helps me with my YouTube channel Read and Learn English. Many times, when I read something interesting, I get new ideas for my scripts. I think about how I can turn what I read into a useful lesson for my viewers. Reading gives me knowledge, and I use that knowledge to help others. That's one reason I love it so much. But reading is not my only hobby. I also enjoy playing PC games. Gaming is fun and exciting. It helps me relax after a long day of work. It's like a small escape where I can be part of another world. A world full of action, adventure, and challenge. I don't play all day, of course. I usually play for 1 or 2 hours, especially in the evening or on weekends. It's my way to unwind and recharge my energy. Some of my favorite games are GTA 5, Battlefield, and PUBG. These games are full of action and strategy. In GTA 5, I like exploring the open world, doing missions, and driving through the city streets. The world feels so real and detailed. Battlefield and PUBG are exciting because they test my quick thinking and teamwork. I have to stay alert, plan my moves, and react fast. These games improve my focus and decision-making. They help me stay calm even in tough situations. a skill that also helps me in real life, especially in my IT job when problems suddenly appear. Sometimes I also play Mobile Legends on my phone. It's quick, fun, and easy to play when I don't have much time. I usually play a few rounds to refresh my mind. It's also a great way to connect with friends. We chat, laugh, and enjoy the game together. Even though we live in different places, games bring us closer. Some people may think games are a waste of time, but I don't agree. For me, gaming is like a hobby with benefits. It helps me improve my focus, decision-making, and even English. Many games use English in menus, missions, and instructions. I read them carefully and learn new words or phrases. I also listen to how characters speak in games. This helps me improve my listening skills and pronunciation. So even while playing, I'm still learning in some way. Both reading and gaming bring me joy. They are very different hobbies, but they balance each other well. Reading is quiet, deep, and thoughtful. Gaming is loud, fast, and fun. Together, they give me a complete experience. They help me stay happy and creative. Sometimes I think about other hobbies I might try in the future, maybe learning to draw, starting a blog, or making short films. But for now, I enjoy what I do. I feel lucky that I have found hobbies that match my personality. They are not just free time activities. They are part of my lifestyle. When I talk to people, I always suggest they find something they enjoy, something that makes them feel alive. Life is not just about work or study. We all need hobbies to stay healthy and happy. Whether it's reading, playing games, painting, cooking, or even walking in nature, hobbies are like little gifts we give ourselves. In the end, my hobbies help me stay balanced. They support my learning, relax my mind, and keep me motivated. I look forward to my reading time each morning, and I enjoy my gaming time each evening. This mix of fun and learning helps me become a better version of myself. This is how I spend my free time, turning pages and playing games. These hobbies are simple, but they bring me peace, joy, and energy every day. Chapter 5: Personality and Feelings. If I had to describe myself in a few words, I would say I'm calm, patient, and thoughtful. I don't like to rush through life. I take my time to think before I speak or act. I try to understand people and situations before making decisions. This part of my personality helps me in my work as well as in daily life. I believe I'm also a quiet person. I enjoy peace and silence. I don't talk too much, especially with people I don't know well. But when I'm comfortable, I can be warm and friendly. I enjoy listening more than speaking. I think listening is a strong skill. When you listen carefully, you can understand people better. That's something I try to do every day. Listen with respect and respond with care. At work, I am responsible and serious. As someone in the IT field, I face many problems during the day. I check networks, fix errors, and help others solve technical issues. Some problems are small and some are complex. But I don't panic. I stay calm and focused. I try to understand the issue clearly and find a solution. People at work often say I'm dependable, someone they can count on. That makes me feel proud. Sometimes I feel a little shy, especially in new places or when I meet new people. It takes time for me to open up, but I'm working on it. I try to be more confident, especially when I speak English. I used to feel nervous about making mistakes, but now I remind myself that mistakes are part of learning. This way of thinking helps me feel more relaxed and free. I would also say I'm a curious person. I like to learn new things, whether it's a new English word, a new tool in technology, or a life lesson from a book. I want to understand it. My curiosity helps me grow. It pushes me to read more, ask questions, and keep learning. Emotionally, I'm stable most of the time. I don't get angry easily, and I don't show strong emotions in public. But I do feel things deeply. When something makes me happy, I carry that feeling all day. When something makes me sad, I sit quietly and think about it. I don't cry often, but sometimes I feel heavy inside, like a quiet rain falling in my heart. I believe these emotions help me stay human and kind. I care about others, especially my family and close friends. Even though I live alone now, I often think about my family and their happiness. When someone I care about is sad or in trouble, I feel it too. I try to help, even with small things. I believe kindness is a strength, not a weakness. I don't like to hurt people's feelings, and I try to speak gently. I'm also someone who likes to stay organized. I like things to be neat and clean. I plan my day, set goals, and try to follow my routine. This gives me a sense of control and peace. When my life is organized, my mind feels calm. But of course, not every day is perfect. Sometimes I feel lazy or tired and don't finish everything I plan. When that happens, I don't get angry with myself. I try to rest and start again the next day. I believe balance is important. Work hard, but also be kind to yourself. There are times when I feel unsure or lost. I ask myself questions like, am I doing the right thing? Am I improving? These thoughts come and go, and I've learned not to fear them. They are normal. Everyone feels uncertain sometimes. When I feel this way, I remind myself of my goals, my dreams, and how far I've come. I think about all the challenges I've already faced and solved. This gives me strength to keep going. To sum up, I think I'm a quiet but strong person. I don't show off, but I work hard. I may be shy, but I care deeply. I may feel tired sometimes, but I never give up. I try to be kind, responsible, and open-minded. I have many feelings inside, but I keep my heart steady and my mind focused. My personality is still growing. Every day I learn more about myself. I believe that's the beauty of life. We don't have to be perfect. We just have to keep improving. That's who I am, and that's how I feel. Chapter 6, My Past. Every person has a story. Our past is like the first chapter in the book of our life. It shapes who we are and gives meaning to where we're going. Today, I want to share a little about my past, where I came from, how I grew up, and what I've learned along the way. I was born in a small village in the Philippines. Our village was peaceful, quiet, and full of green fields. Life was simple. We didn't have many fancy things, but we had enough. We had food to eat, a roof over our heads, and love in our home. And that, I believe, is what truly matters. As a child, I was quiet and curious. I liked to watch people, listen to stories, and ask questions. I didn't talk much, but I thought deeply. I loved sitting near my grandfather, listening to him talk about life, work, and the changes he had seen over the years. Those moments stayed with me. We didn't have internet back then. We had old radios, cassette tapes, and sometimes a black and white TV that didn't always work. But I was never bored. I played outside with friends, climbed trees, ran through rice fields, and looked at the stars at night. It was a simple life, but full of joy and discovery. My family didn't have much money, so we had to work hard. Even as a young boy, I helped with chores, fetching water, feeding animals, and helping in the fields. At that time, I didn't realize I was learning something important: discipline and responsibility. I went to a small public school in the village. Our classrooms were basic, and sometimes we didn't have enough books. But I loved learning. I remember my teachers, kind, patient, and always encouraging. They believed in me even when I doubted myself. One teacher once said, "You may be quiet, but you have a strong mind." Those words stayed in my heart. As I grew older, I started to dream bigger. I wanted to learn more, do more, and help my family. After high school, I moved to the city to study information technology. It was a big change, from the quiet village to the busy city full of noise, traffic, and strangers. At first, I felt lost and scared. Everything was new. I didn't know anyone. I didn't have much money. I rented a small room, studied during the day, and worked part-time at night to survive. There were days I didn't eat well. There were nights I cried alone. I missed home. I missed my family. But I didn't give up. I reminded myself, this is the life I chose. This is the dream I'm chasing. And slowly, things got better. I finished school. I got a job. I started building a better life. Not just for myself, but for the people I love. Looking back, I feel proud. Not because I became rich or famous, because I didn't, but because I kept going even when it was hard. My past taught me important lessons. That life is not easy, but it's worth it. That pain can make you stronger. That small steps taken every day can lead to big changes. That kindness, hard work, and faith go a long way. Now, when I talk about motivation or English learning, I speak from experience. I know what it feels like to struggle, to feel small, to want to give up. But I also know the joy of progress, the power of learning, and the magic of not giving up. My past is not perfect, but I don't want it to be, because every mistake, every challenge, every tear helped shape the person I am today. I am still growing, still learning, still walking toward the future, but I carry my past with pride, not as a burden but as a gift, because it reminds me how far I've come. And if you're listening to this and going through hard times, I want you to remember, your past doesn't define your future. It builds the foundation, but you still hold the pen. You still get to write the next chapter. Chapter 7, My Future and Dreams. When I think about the future, I feel a mix of excitement and peace. I'm not chasing a perfect life. I'm building a meaningful one. One step at a time. One dream at a time. For me, the future is not just a place I want to reach. It's a direction, purpose, a quiet voice inside that says, keep going. There's more waiting for you. I have many dreams. Some are small, some are big, but they all come from the same place, a deep desire to grow, to help, and to live fully. One of my biggest dreams is to become a great English communicator. Not just someone who knows grammar and vocabulary, but someone who can speak from the heart, share ideas clearly, and connect with people around the world. That's why I started my YouTube channel, Read and Learn English. It's not just a project. It's my mission. I want to help people learn English in a simple, kind, and human way, through stories, real-life examples, and motivation. I want people to feel that they're not alone, that learning English is not about being perfect, but about progress, courage, and connection. Another dream I have is to grow in my IT career. I love solving problems, learning new tools, and helping people with technology. In the future, I hope to work with bigger systems, smarter solutions, and maybe even start my own tech project or company. Something that solves real problems and makes life easier for others. But it's not all about work. I also dream of living a peaceful life, a life where I have time for reading, writing, walking in nature, and being with people I care about. A life with quiet mornings and meaningful evenings. A life where I can look in the mirror and smile, not because everything is perfect, but because I stayed true to myself. I want to continue writing, maybe a book one day, something simple but powerful, something that says, you can grow, you can learn, you can change your life. I also dream of traveling, not for luxury, but for learning. I want to see new places, meet new people, hear different languages, and feel the beauty of our shared world. Travel teaches us that we are all different, yet deeply connected. And of course, I dream of helping my family more. They've supported me in quiet ways, through prayers, patience, and love. One day I want to give back, to build a home for them, to make them feel safe, happy, and proud. I don't have a perfect plan for everything, but I have a clear intention, and I believe that's enough. I trust that if I keep learning, working, and staying kind, the right opportunities will come. I will be ready when they do. Sometimes the future can feel scary. So many unknowns. So many things we can't control. But I've learned this. You don't need to know the whole path. You just need to take the next step. That's how dreams become real. Not with magic, but with movement. Small actions. Daily effort. Faith even when it's hard. So what do I see in my future? I see a man who never stopped learning, who helped others grow, who turned his pain into purpose, who built a life not of luxury, but of love and meaning. I see someone who didn't wait for the perfect time, but used what he had where he was and kept moving forward. That is my dream. That is my future. And I believe it's already beginning, right here, right now. Chapter 8. My English Learning Journey. Learning English has been one of the most challenging and beautiful journeys of my life. It didn't start with confidence. It started with confusion, with fear, with the voice in my head saying, what if I'm not good enough? In the beginning, I felt lost. I knew a few words, a few grammar rules, and that was it. Speaking was the hardest part. My tongue felt heavy. My mind went blank. And every mistake felt like a reason to give up. But I didn't give up. Because deep down, I knew English was more than just a subject. It was a key to new knowledge, to new people, to new possibilities. So I started small, watching short videos, reading simple stories, repeating phrases over and over, shadowing native speakers even if I sounded silly, making mistakes again and again until they didn't scare me anymore. And slowly something changed. English became part of my daily life. It wasn't just something I studied. It became something I lived. Every podcast I listened to, every sentence I wrote, every video I created, it all added up. But the real change wasn't just in my vocabulary. It was in my mindset. I stopped asking, "Am I fluent yet?" and started asking, "Did I grow today?" I realized that fluency is not a finish line. It's a feeling, a freedom, the freedom to express yourself, to understand others, and to connect without fear. There were days I wanted to quit, days I felt like I wasn't improving. But then I'd remember why I started, to become someone who could speak with kindness and courage. Not perfection. I'm still learning, every day. But now I'm proud of the journey, not just the results. I've learned that English is not about being native. It's about being brave. Brave enough to try, to speak, to show up, mistakes and all. That's why I continue sharing my journey through my YouTube channel. Because I know how it feels to struggle. And I also know how powerful it is to hear someone say, "You can do it. Just keep going." So if you're learning English right now, I want you to know, you are not alone. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Every word you learn, every sentence you speak, every time you try, you are becoming stronger. You are building something that can change your life. Not just a language skill, but a new level of confidence, courage, and connection. This is not just a journey of English. It's a journey of becoming. And I'm so grateful to walk this path with you and for you. Chapter 9. Tips for learning English with confidence. After sharing my journey, I want to give you some simple tips that have helped me and can help you too. Learning English doesn't have to be perfect or complicated. It just needs to be consistent and kind to yourself. 1. Start small and build slowly. Don't try to learn everything at once. Pick a few words or phrases each day. Use them in sentences. Practice a little every day and soon you'll see big changes. 2. Speak even if you make mistakes. This is the hardest but most important step. Mistakes are not failures, they are proof you're trying. Speak out loud, record yourself, and listen. Celebrate progress, not perfection. 3. Use stories and real-life examples. Stories make learning fun and meaningful. When you hear or read a story, you learn new words and grammar naturally, without memorizing lists. Try reading simple stories or watching videos like mine on Read and Learn English. 4. Practice shadowing. Shadowing means repeating what you hear, trying to copy the rhythm and pronunciation. It helps your mouth get used to English sounds and improves your fluency. Don't worry if you don't get it right the first time. Keep practicing. 5. Find a supportive community. Learning is easier with friends. Join online groups, language exchanges, or channels where people encourage each other. You'll find motivation and make new friends along the way. 6. Set realistic goals. Instead of aiming to be fluent overnight, set small, clear goals, like learning 5 new words a day or having a short conversation. Celebrate every win. This builds confidence and keeps you motivated. 7. Use English in your daily life. Try to use English in real situations. Write your shopping list in English, talk to yourself in English, or think in English when you walk or relax. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes. 8. Be patient and kind to yourself. Learning a language is a journey, not a race. Some days will be harder than others, and that's okay. If you get frustrated, take a break and come back with fresh energy. 9. Keep your dream in sight. Remember why you started. Your dream is your fuel. whether it's to travel, work, or connect with others. Keep that dream close to your heart on tough days. These tips aren't magic. There is no shortcut. But with patience, courage, and consistency, you can unlock the power of English. I hope these words help you feel ready to keep going, to keep speaking, learning, and growing, because your journey is unique and your voice matters. Chapter 10, Reflection and Encouragement. Looking back on this journey, I feel grateful. Grateful for every step, every challenge, every moment of growth. Learning English and learning about myself has taught me something important. Progress is never perfect. It is messy. It is slow. It is full of mistakes and moments of doubt. But it is always worth it. If you have been learning English alongside me, I want you to know this. You are stronger than you think, more capable than you imagine, more brave than you feel. The path of learning is not a straight line. Sometimes you'll move forward. Sometimes you'll take a step back. And that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving, keep trying, keep believing in yourself. Your voice is unique. Your story is important. And your dreams are valid. English is not just a language. It is a bridge to new friendships, new ideas, and new opportunities. So don't be afraid to cross it, step by step, word by word, with courage and kindness to yourself. Remember, the journey doesn't end here. It is a lifelong adventure of learning, growing, and connecting. And I'm honored to have shared this part with you. Thank you for trusting me with your time, your dreams, and your efforts. Keep shining, keep speaking, keep believing. Your future is bright, and it's already beginning right now.